Welcome to Simple Oracle DB. In this video we will be creating defaults on an Oracle table. Defaults are used to supply data to a column when there is no input given on an insert. So basically when you create your table you set a default value for a column. Then when you do an insert statement you do not have to supply that data for that column. When the row inserts, it'll take whatever you had set for your default for that column and add it to the row that you're inserting. There are three default examples we'll cover today: date, number, and string or character. The fourth one I have listed here is Oracle sequence. You can add an Oracle sequence as a default to your table. I will cover sequences in a later video. But the three we'll talk about today is date, number, and string or character. Now let's go over to Oracle SQL Developer. Here we have our create table statement. We're going to create a table called car table log. We're going to give it a car name with a varchar 2 and a car price, and you can see I set this default to 0. So if I don't enter a car price, it's going to give it a 0 value. I'm going to have a process flag with a default of n, also making this a not null as well, with a varchar character 1. And I got a process date and a creation date, and I'm defaulting this as the system date, whatever the current date is for the system. So I'm going to go ahead and create the table. Table is created. Now I'm going to insert a row into this table. So I'm just going to insert Dodge as my car name and a price of 400. That seems very cheap for a car, but we're going to go with it. Okay, I got my row inserted, and we're going to check, see what that looks like, how it inserted. So I got my Dodge, I got my 400, my default N came through at process flag since I did not use that as a input value for my insert statement, and my creation date defaulted as well. So in the next insert I'm going to take away this 400 and we're just going to insert Dodge and take away the car price, and we're just going to insert the car name Dodge. We'll change the name up. We'll call this Chevy, and we'll insert this row, and then we'll take a look at that one, see how it defaults in. So here I got a Chevy with a 0 set as my default up here for the car price. I got a process flag of N, which is my default, and a creation date, again pulling in the sysdate. So to cover what we did here, we set this as a number, default for price. We set this as a character as N for the default, and we set this as a date for the creation date. This concludes this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below the video. I will post my code below the video so you can copy and paste it. And remember to stay hungry and keep learning.